In this lesson, you'll learn how to unpivot Excel-style data, use fill down to fix blank hierarchical values, and understand the key difference between merge and append in Power Query. These transformations are essential for preparing clean data sets before building a proper Power BI data model. Let's dive in.
We're just going to start with where we left off yesterday. So just open up your Power BI desktop files. And then, yes, we will just kick off with data modeling theory, and then some practical problems and solutions of data modeling. So before we start, how was the day one? Did you learn something practical, something useful? So if someone can just share like what part of yesterday was kind of useful and explain something which was a problem in their work or just like a conceptual understanding. Jeff, you would like
But
to?
yeah, so the calendar stuff we did at the end of yesterday was really, really useful.
Great.
I would have liked to have known that 2 years ago, but anyway, it's always
That's how
useful
it
to be
is.
learning something. And the unpivoting, and I think that was a bit left field, but it's surprising how important it is to know how to, because I had to actually change my data structures
In Excel?
to do that. And if I could have unpivoted or knew how to unpivot, it probably would have saved me considerable time
Yeah,
in building my data model.
that is so true because I understand why it's such an important thing for you because the template that you would be getting from the stakeholders would be in a pivoted format because it makes it easier to read and yeah, just connecting it into the database by unpivoting it will save considerable amount of time. All right, thanks a lot, Jeff. Nick or James, anyone else?
I can just say again, coming from a slightly different background, just the way of seeing sort of the distinct and unique. So the column headers, it's just something quite novel, but I mean really useful as well. So, I'd be writing SQL to get that same information, and it's just here. You don't have to do anything. It's right in front of your face.
That is true,
So
yes.
that's really good. Yeah.
The data
So I
profiling
found.
part.
Yeah, that's right, the data profiling. So yeah, it's just yeah, it's fascinating because obviously, yeah, I'm new to Power BI, but yeah, it's great how you can do that.
Okay, and any
From it.
any other questions or any other topics?
I do actually have a quick question. So,
Yeah.
you know, quite often I'll try my best to explain it with words, but in an Excel spreadsheet, you could have, let's say in the first column, you'd have country, and it would be Australia, and then the second column you'd have city, let's say Melbourne, whatever. But instead of drilling down with the word Australia, they've just left it blank, and so the
Mm,
second column has all the cities that relate to Australia, and then when they've started a new country,
hmm hmm
China or whatever, and then they start listing the ones there. The first column has all these blanks in it.
Yep.
Is that an easy way to fill down, or is that because that
Yes.
quite often happens in Excel? Yeah.
Well, you're such a surprise, and this would just do something which Unpivot did for Jeff. There is an option called fill down. Remember yesterday we did fill down?
Yes.
Fill down is an intelligent fill down. The purpose is you have a value and then you have a blank and then you have a value, then you have a blank. Then so it takes the value that fills it up until it finds the other value and then it fills it down with the new value. And then it
Okay,
fills,
it's as simple as that. But you'd
yeah.
have to go through each one, each
No,
country. Is that right?
just one
Ah,
time. Just one
oh,
time.
that's
You right
great.
click on the column and it just fills down intelligently.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would save time. Yeah,
So just try fill down and that's it. One time,
yeah.
one click.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
Awesome. All right, Nick, anything from you? And then we just kick off. Any question, any good insight that you kind of got from yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot out of all of it really, but I guess just sort of, I guess some of the theoretical around about how we work, around about the enrichment and then sort of the model, and then today the model and how we can set it up to be smarter. Because I've just sort of been doing it piecemeal, working off importing data,
Hmm.
every time I need to do something for different things. So I think that's going to being able to publish a data set like a data model, sorry, will save me a lot of time, and also hopefully I can hand it off to some other authors so I'm not their single point of failure.
Single person servicing all the requests, basically.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that'll be really, really useful.
Very easy. Thanks a lot, Nick. Hi, Usman. Yes, please.
Thank you, Ali. I've got 2 questions from yesterday. There were lots of benefits, lots of really good session yesterday. I learned a lot. So when I look back, there were 2 things which I could not answer myself, so I'm throwing it up to you. I wanted to find out, the first one was, what was the difference between append versus merge?
Yeah.
That was the first one. And the second one, when we created the calendar column in the data modeling or data set, what was the first step? Meaning,
how did we start?
How did we? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me answer both the questions one by one. So merge is very much like your VLOOKUP, actually, right? You know, when you have to make a flat file, when you connect it like this, that's your merge, right? You connect 3 different data sets like this. And append, if I want to stack them on top of each other, that's your append. Right? This, you know, where people use append all the time, where they export like monthly data, right? They go to the system, they export the data for January, they go to the system, now they export the data for February, they go to the system, then they export the data for March. Same structure of the data, but they have like a monthly blocks to create a single transaction file. They stack on top of each other. In that case, you don't want to append. In that case, you don't want to merge. Merge is when you want to bring columns from other data set back into one data set, right? I think this diagram kind of explains it. Does it help with append and merge?
Yep, it does.
Yep. And the other question was, how did we create the calendar table? Now, the first thing that you said, create a calendar column. We did not create a column. We actually created a table, right?
Yeah.
In the Home tab, when I click on this icon, I go to this new table. That allows me to insert the DAX formula. And what was the formula? This formula. This gives me my calendar table. It's not a column. It gives me a single column table, and then I use other functions to create a column, right? Just a little
got it.
Pointing it out. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question, Kushal, Aiden? Should we just kick off?